immediately, Hilda's like, Ivan, stay on him. And then she's going to fire her crossbow at you. She wants you.
Sure.
She wants your meat, my man.
What are you gonna do?
You need to
Korgoth?
roll to defend, my dude. I know you were trying to come and lunge at her, so you're running at her, and so she levels the crossbow you and fires.
Right.
You roll a d20 plus your agility.
So 7.
Okay, so
But I have plate armor.
Great.
Minus D6 damage.
Yeah. So does that mean your DR is 14? What does it say there?
DR plus 4 on agility test defense is DR plus 2.
Okay. Yeah. So you would be you would need to beat a 14 to have this to dodge it.
Oh, okay, and I didn't.
You did not. So
Okay.
now I'm gonna roll damage, and then you're gonna roll to reduce the damage.
Oh,
of
with
your
the
armor
D6.
value. Yeah.
Got it.
So I'm rolling damage, which is a D8 for a fucking crossbow, which is I rolled a 1. Fuck.
Okay, so I can still.
That meat is very
6.
thick. That
So
meat is
she
very
fucking shoots and hits your fucking skull, and now you have a fucking crossbow bolt sticking out of the skull where your shit is.
Well, I immediately pull it out, and I'm gonna use it as an improvised weapon, probably.
Cool. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Next up is Ivan, who's going to sprint over to you there, Sid, and take a swing at you. Roll to defend. Agility check, please.
It's +0, and it's a 1. Great.
So he definitely fucking hits you because that's a natural 1, my man. So he's going to be doing double damage, I believe, here.
Motherfucker.
Here goes Sid.
So, yeah, John, on a defense roll failure, you are going to take double damage, and your armor is reduced 1 tier of armor tiers. What is your armor right now?
I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any armor.
Cool. So that doesn't matter then. Basically, if you were Harland, who has a D4 or D6 reduction, he would only reduce a D4 after a critical like this.
Got it.
I'm gonna roll. Luckily, John, his little hammer he has only does D4 damage, so I'm gonna just roll 2D4 here. I just did 3. So he comes at you and cracks you in the knee with a little coffin hammer for 3 damage.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And then now it's the dog's turn. Rufus is coming right for Tyler. Right for Talon.
I hate dogs.
All right, we have some fun things with this pup here. So roll to defend, please.
Okay.
This guy is hungry. Oh, I have his name is Rover, not Rufus.
All right.
I like Rufus better.
Yeah, I think Rufus is good. I rolled a 16 plus 0, 16.
Okay, so you adeptly step out of the way. Nothing even doesn't even touch you. You just like this dog just goes flying past you and like fucking hits the table you're standing next to because he was so ravenously approaching. He's just like overeager. He hits the table. The table fucking like the leg breaks and everything starts falling on the ground.
Cool.
It is now your guys' turn. What do you do?
Well, I'm like mid sprint towards this person.
We should resolve yours first.
Yeah. So yeah, I pull the arrow out and I just go for like a diving tackle.
Sure.
Tackle stab situation.
Cool. So roll to attack with add your strength, please. Are you actually trying to tackle her?
Yeah, I'm like a falling tackle with the thing. I don't know how you want to resolve that.
Okay.
I figure we're both gonna end up on the ground.
We're gonna do a difficult rating 12 here, and then we'll have a separate check after to see if she stands.
Okay. So strength, not
Yes,
agility.
Add strength. This is a attack roll. Yeah.
Flock 3.
Okay, so you straight up miss, but I think we're still gonna see if you collide with her and knock her over. Because she still has this crossbow out.
Okay.
Like, that's bad news. Does a D8. So, now give me a toughness check, and I'll roll her a toughness check as well.
8.
Wow, she rolled a 3. So,
okay.
You actually do knock into her, and she falls to the ground, and so do you. So you guys are both on the ground. Which one of you guys wants to go now?
I'm gonna go because this dude did some damage
You
to me.
got, got hammer cracked on the knee.
I need to come after him. So I'm assuming he's quite close to me.
Yes, he's right on you now.
Cool. I'm gonna fucking hook him.
Cool.
Right in the balls.
All right. So give me it's a strength. It's a strength roll.
Okay. That's a 14 plus 2, 16.
Nice. You got him, dude. All right. So roll for damage.
So that is D6 damage.
Has leather armor, so he's going to be reducing by a D4.
2.
I rolled a 2. So
0.
You just like catch his leather, but it doesn't break through to his skin.
Great.
You've got to sharpen that hook there, my friend.
It's quite rusty.
So I step adeptly, as you described it, out of the way. It's a cool image. I love this. And the dog is like probably at this point starting to kind of rile itself back up and like get back up off the ground. And kind of reach into my cloak or thing, whatever I'm wearing. Let's call it a cloak. And I pull out a bear trap.
Oh my god!
And I want to throw the bear trap like in the immediate path of the dog to try to like
You want to throw it at it? Like have it try to activate midair?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
That's fine.
Okay, great.
So okay, I'll give you 2 different difficult ratings. How about this?
Okay.
I'll give you a difficulty rating 10 to be able to hit it on the ground in front, but
Sure.
a difficult rating 14 to actually have it hit. And this is going to be with presence because it's going to be a ranged attack.
Okay.
So do you want to throw it at it and try to get it to clamp on it while it's in the air, or do you want to put it on the ground?
Why don't we let the dice speak?
If you, like, depending on what difficulty you hit.
Yeah,
Sure, okay.
I think so.
That's fine.
Yeah, because I don't think that this is graceful by any means.
Sure.
It's hopeful. We'll see.
Hit me with a D20 plus fucking presence.
That's 11.
Okay, cool. So it doesn't. Maybe you're aiming at him or something, but it's heavier than you realize.
Yeah.
So it actually just lands right in front, and I'll roll like a agility thing for him next round.
It has a DR to spot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a DR 14 to spot.
Great, and he's distracted because he just fucking hit this table, so
Yeah.
he's gonna turn around. It's actually his turn now.
Okay.
Unless you're gonna move or something.
You
I guess
know-
that's true for all of you guys, but still.
Yeah, I mean, the way I'm imagining the scene is I'm looking at the dog in this table, and like to the left of me is the stand, the bar, whatever. They were kind of the table, and then to the right of me is kind of the entrance to this tent.
Sure. Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
So I think what I would do is I would immediately like one arm hop over the bar that's next to me and get behind it. So now I'm on kind of this side of the tent that Hilda and Korgoth are on.
Cool. Sounds good.
Or Goth.
Sorry.
We've been traveling for so long.
I don't think you know your name.
I don't know how it's spelled. I know how it sounds, though.
I'm gonna give a presence check for Rufus here to see if he spots the trap as he's coming to after shaking off the cobwebs here of the thing.
Great.
Natural 11. So with a 13, so he doesn't see it.
Cool.
So he's gonna
That dog's as dumb as I am.
So so I'm gonna say like as you hit like a dirt like just fucking kind of like came up over it and he's not paying attention to it. He runs fucking right into it on his way to you.
And it does D8 damage.
D8 damage.
This
So
dog-
you roll the damage and I'll roll.
All right.
You know what? He has no reduction. So
Cool.
It's a dog.
3.
okay, he is stuck in it then.
Yep.
Okay, he's stuck in it and is very in pain. And cue sad dog noises as he's in this trap.
Make sure Sarah McLaughlin doesn't hear about this.
Sorry, what kind of dog is this? I keep imagining that it's like the dog from Ron Burgundy for some reason. I don't know why that was just yeah, but I'm sure it's not that.
Sorry, I'm like way too. I should have described him a little more. This is not going to land for everybody, but for hopefully whoever's listening to this.
Doberman.
It looks like the Elden Ring dogs.
It looks like the fucking Dark Souls,
Yeah,
Elden
yes,
Ring,
yeah.
Those like very starved, muddy, long-legged,
Almost like zombie dogs from Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Okay,
almost
yeah,
like
okay.
that. Yeah,
Got
yeah. So that's what they look like, and now he's very sad.
And its
in a
name is
trap.
Rufus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Well, it was Rover, but now it's Rufus.
Sure.
I don't shed a tear. I don't like dogs.
Okay. Now
you,
it's,
Tyler, don't like dogs.
Tyler loves dogs. Talon does not.
Ivan sees his dog get caught in this trap, sees that it's still alive, and is like, "You bastards!" And then takes another swing at Sid again.
Sorry,
so John,
Sid.
please roll to
Another
defend.
bitch.
My boy's
Dude.
coming at you with this coffin hammer
Fuck.
again, dude. He's going for your fucking mouth now. That's 2 points of damage.
Great.
Oh, I said you're looking worse for wear.
And no fucking shit.
Cool. So yeah, he's just wailing on you, dude, with this fucking hammer. Now he's fucking pissed off that his dog is in mortal fucking pain.
And I just, I'm not. Now that I jumped over that thing, I'm not near this situation.
No, you're further away
Yeah.
now, so you can't really intervene. It is Hilda's turn, who is on the ground with a crossbow next to Korgoth. She is hastily reloading, and I don't think she'll be able to shoot it this round, but I think what I'll do is I'll have her try to like
right, yeah,
butt you in the face with the butt of it.
Okay.
So roll to defend. Give me. Oh yeah, what's your DR? 14? Is it?
Well, I have tier 3 DR plus 4 on agility.
Okay, so
defense is
it's-
DR plus 2.
Okay, defense is DR plus 2, so DR 14.
So,
you have to-
roll a d20.
Yep.
Plus 2, right? So 17.
Okay, so yeah, she hits you, and maybe it does actually hit your face, but you're like, what the? They're like, it doesn't
It doesn't do anything.
do anything to you.
Do it again, I dare ya.
And it's your guys' turn now.
Okay, should we just
Let's just do same order.
resolve? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it so getting up? That's not really like an action like it is.
No, yeah, you
Okay,
it's the rules are defined as anything you can reasonably do in 6 seconds.
Okay. Reasonably do within 6 seconds. Okay, think in this moment what he could do in 6 seconds is stand up and grab her by the feet and try and just like fling her.
Okay.
I don't think you have enough time to like pull his like that. That seems
Sure.
getting up seems like an easier thing for a man of this size,
Sure.
and just huck her.
This makes sense. Okay, so then I want you to give me a strength, just a flat strength, D20 plus strength.
Okay, this is probably not very smart when I have 0 strength, but whatever. Come on. Okay, 13.
I think it's funny that you have 0 strength and your character is
a brick shit house.
Yeah. Well, he's got all the damage defensive stuff.
So
Right.
okay, you did not meet my DR, but what you are going to be able to do is you have her. You've picked her up, and
okay.
now she's like,
I'm winding up.
yeah. I think right now she consider her like grappled by you, and
Okay.
in those terms. But next round we'll have to figure out how she's going to try to escape, and if she doesn't, then
And where she's gonna go.
then we can figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah, because this is also something I don't think I could like a targeted thing where I could like, okay, I'm gonna throw her into the guy.
Sure.
As much as I would want to do that because it
And
would be
save John.
Sid. Yeah, it'd save
So, yeah.
Sid.
No, I mean we can definitely talk about that as long as she doesn't break your grasp
Sure,
on
yeah,
her
yeah,
turn.
totally.
Which one to use up next?
It's me.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm envisioning that when I swung at him with the hook and got his leather, it's stuck in
Sure.
him.
Yep. I'll buy
And
it.
then he's hitting me with the hammer, and surprise, gonna take out a bear trap and try and clamp it onto his face since he's at very close range.
yes.
You know, like in video
Sick.
games, how like when you point inventory items out, it just like appears out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Just like imagine you cycling through all the items you have,
Yeah.
and like a bear trap just appears. All right, John. Roll,
Same
roll to attack.
rolls for Ty,
Yep.
and that's a 17
Hey.
plus 1, so that's an 18.
God damn.
Wow.
God, you're gonna
Roll that
fucking
damage, baby.
Yeah.
You're gonna jigsaw this motherfucker.
Under his
Yeah,
fucking
my
head,
God.
Yeah, that's the idea.
dude. Okay.
That's a 6.
Okay, and he gets a D4 reduction here. 4.
Oh, that's also a DR14 to spot.
Oh, that's if he's gonna look for it on the ground.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so he
I
actually.
mean, I think he can spot it.
I think he sees it.
Wait, what?
Here's the thing. It's kind of weird though, because you hit him in the. I mean, flavor-wise, you went for his face. I don't think he's wearing armor on his face, so I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it doesn't reduce. Also, it's a fucking bear trap clamping his head. So
Yeah.
I
in,
rolled
a grapple, no less, sort
right.
of.
I rolled a 4 on his damage reduction. I can't actually justify it. So
Right.
I think he takes the full amount, which was what?
6.
Oh, he's fucking dead.
Please. Oh,
Thank God.
I was gonna say, please tell me it rips his face off.
Actually, he goes to 0, so he's broken. So we'll do that in a second. So just imagine, like, you can,
God.
you can see, like, as it hits, like the side of his face kind of like starts imploding a little bit.
Yeah.
And like the look of sheer horror in his face, and he's like, "Oi, brother!
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro, what gives?"
That's not very nicey.
I know. Okay, so broken, boys. So let's talk about this right now while this music is playing. I'm sure there's just heavy music playing while we're
Yeah,
doing
I
it.
think so.
Broken. If you fall to -1 or anything below, your character is instantly dead. But if you reach 0 hit points, you get a D4 roll that determines what's happening here. So
Great.
Ivan's gonna roll on the broken table here because that's what he currently is. He rolled a 2. It means I have to roll a D6 now. Yeah.
and then what?
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
No, this is really bad for him. We're deciding what part of his body is missing now.
His face?
That tells me.
Let's see what happens with the dice here. So 4 is broken. So number 6 is lost eye. I think number 4 is broken limb or bone. So I'm gonna say his like head is crushed. And he's like,
skull.
he's like fully blind. Like
Just
lost
like gargling
faculties.
sounds coming out of it.
But yeah, the trap clamps on his face. John, your hook's still in him.
That's
and
unfortunate.
As he starts to like kind of fall to the ground, immobile, your hook is. What do you do with the like? Do you free the hook? You just
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question about the bear traps.
Yeah.
Do they have like a chain attached to the end of them?
It doesn't really say. How do you guys
Yeah.
imagine them?
That's how I imagined them.
I didn't imagine it with a chain on it, but maybe I will search this place when we're done here and try to find a chain.
Yeah, the way that I was thinking was like it's on a chain, like
Right.
dangling, but it's not attached to anything.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
the
can,
other
like,
end.
have it loose or stake it down.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
that's kind of the whole purpose of a bear trap.
Bear traps are no fucking joke. As far as like just they're mighty machines.
I just
If
wanted to see
anyone-
if there were going to be any added mechanics John might be able to play with there.
Yeah. If anyone's played, get over here. God, yeah. Dude, fatality, this motherfucker.
You did. You one-shot him. Dude.
Yeah.
You one-shot him.
Flawless
damn.
victory. Well, not really, because you are hurting.
Heavily
I've done-
damaged.
I think I've done 0 damage to you guys so far, which is like
No, that's
Untrue.
You've done
Oh, I-
5 damage
to you
against
guys.
him.
To
Yes,
you guys.
I'm
but
chilling,
John's on
yeah.
death's door. Yeah.
Yeah, wait, what? No, I haven't taken any damage because
she-
of my. But they've hit.
Yeah, they're hitting you, but it's just not phasing you
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah. Okay.
Tyler's dodged a dog and then killed. Well, not killed a dog. The dog's still alive.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
So I think I look over my. Man, a lot just happened.
I like literally blood is pouring out of his eye sockets and his ears
Yeah.
and everything out of poor Ivan.
I look over my right shoulder and I see this dog, and then I look over my left shoulder and I see John's horrible attack against Ivan, and I'm like, I feel more sympathy for Ivan for some reason than I do this dog. But then I kind of just like shrug and go towards
Korgoth.
Korgoth and Hilda, and I say, "Oi, Korgoth!"
It's Korgoth, man.
In the middle of combat, you guys are arguing about this.
Also, you might want to duck in a round or two.
and I pull out. A part of my character sheet is I have a femur as a weapon.
Thick.
But I imagine,
I picked it clean. That's why it's.
yeah, I imagine that it's. I imagined Talon having a staff, so I think it's this kind of weird femur staff amalgam.
Maybe a femur from a larger animal.
Yeah, so if we end up talking about our backstories, well, I'll just say it. The femur is
Doubtful at this point.
Yeah. So the femur was my dad's, who I killed, and he was a bear,
Oh.
Okay.
like a giant
Oh,
bear.
is that why you have the bear trap?
Yes, actually,
That was the
that's-
trap that killed him.
Yeah. So I have this femur, and I think I go, "Oh, Korgoth."
Son of a bitch.
And what I kind of want to do, and I'll describe it out of my character voice, is almost kind of like a T-ball thing or something.
Okay.
I want to use my femur staff as a baseball bat, and I want the ball to be her head. So I kind of want, but I don't want to get into like Harland's turn and stuff like that. So, irregardless, I'm hitting her with this.
Okay. So that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Then roll a strength check.
You could run over to me.
5 plus 2, 7.
Okay. So what happens is Korgoth is raising. Actually, you roll a presence check, please.
Oh, okay.
I have an idea.
This is gonna go well. That's a 1.
Great.
Damn it.
I was gonna say you could also try to angle her body into the hit, but
Yeah.
you guys both just
It makes sense that he wouldn't have that kind of foresight.
Yeah.
yeah. So you kind of like not so aptly stumble forward and swing while Korgoth is trying to swing her around to
Somewhere.
somewhere now.
Space?
Yeah.
I don't know.
the moon.
Great. So that's everyone else's turn there. So now it's her turn to try to escape that thing.
Cool.
Is there anything for the bear trap to get out of the bear trap?
No,
It doesn't
this doesn't
say.
anything.
Okay, I think the dog is stuck in there. I am going to give her a strength check, a test of strength here to see if she can bust out of this thing. That is not going to probably do it.
Is there a way I can oppose? Like, you don't really do that, right?
It doesn't really matter. She rolled
Right.
too low anyways.
Okay.
So yeah, she's I'm going to say she's
Going for a
helpless.
ride?
Helpless for this turn. Goes to the dog. The dog is trying to get out. He can't. Rufus is stuck and he's just crying. And now it is back to your guys' turns.
Okay,
resolve with you. Yeah.
I fucking just put my whole shoulder into this woman and throw her
Yeah. Yeah.
into a wall. I'm
Yeah.
just going for it.
Sure. Let's say there's the post that's holding up the awning above the table.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. That's like a 4x4.
So just strength.
Or it's a ranged attack, so presence.
Fucking goddamn.
So
It's a
good at it.
ranged attack.
It is.
Oh, that's a 17.
Hey. All right. Hilda has taken flight.
Yeah.
And let's see here. How much HP? She has all her HP still. Harland, roll me a D6.
Okay. Come on, baby. 3.
Okay. So what happens is she flies, she slightly spins, and then her back hits square on the thing, and just like you're this like crack sound, and she falls to the ground.
Okay.
And she's taken 3 damage, and she's like, "Ugh," and dropped her crossbow.
Can I now pull out my scimitar instead of moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can now
That's
pull
what
your
I would do
scimitar. And now it is you boys. Who's up?
I guess I will resolve my ordeal.
Yes, your situation.
I think I'm just gonna put my foot on the bear trap and kind of push down.
Yep.
Oh God! Into his face.
It's gonna make a really bad noise. And
Here come the sound effects.
Yeah, we'll add it in
the
post.
structural, the structural integrity of the skull is now forfeit, and everything is out. That should be in. Everything is out, boys.
Can I, where I'm at, see this happen?
I don't think so. I think you're
Okay.
pretty preoccupied.
I just want to
like
see if
throwing
he gets
a
distracted at all by.
I'm also not aware of anything.
Right, yeah.
I think you're Terminator walking towards this poor woman with a broken back on the ground.
Yeah.
So John, you put this dude into negative HP and end his fucking life.
All right.
Anything else you do on your turn?
Reset the bear trap.
Probably, yeah.
Just like kick it open with the release lever or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it is.
put the release lever, put it back on my shit.
Tyler, what do you do? What does Talon do?
Well, I think at this point I'm gonna let Korgoth. Okay, I will start saying your name. I'm gonna let Korgoth finish off Hilda. So I think I actually walk over to the dog.
Okay. It's as it starts snapping at you as you get close. It's like scared and
Yeah. I think that even though I'm, as my character sheet describes me, as suspicious and cruel, and I've already canonically said that I don't like dogs.
Yeah, you got to follow through now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this will be mercy killing if it does, anything. And so I'll continue using my femur staff.
Cool. Just gonna crack it. Give me a strength roll, baby. You are 8 because it's in a fucking trap.
10
Cool.
plus 2, 12.
Cool. You would have hit the base one anyways.
This
then,
is
but-
mercy.
Again, please, for the love of God, don't tell Sarah to make waffle. I think I go, "Oi, Rufus, we're both animals," and then I smash it.
Okay, how much damage do you do?
Let's see, D4. 2.
Cool. Goes to -1. He goes to sleep forever.
Have you guys seen the doggy heaven? Have you guys seen that episode of The Office where it just cuts to an interview and Michael's like, "Yeah, I've been hunting, shot it in the leg." Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was hoping that wouldn't happen here.
Yeah, I mean, you
Took about an hour to kill.
Yeah, why do you ask?
with your first bear claw hit on it, you left him up 1 hit point. So you literally brought it to the edge of death and let it sit there for 6 seconds before you took it out.
Yeah, well, I had other priorities.
Let's get to Hilda, who is just gonna take her last turn to look at Korgoth as he's approaching and just say,
As a shadow descends upon her.
"It would have been wonderful to taste of your meat." And now it's your turn.
Wait a minute. You can't eat people. You can eat rocks. You can't eat people. Ah! And I just like swing on her with the scimitar. You want me to roll for this?
I'm just gonna say it's a coup de grace.
I behead her.
You broke her back against that fucking thing.
How many hit points did she have left?
She had 3 hit points left. So, and she's on the ground. I don't think you're gonna fucking. She's laying there immobile.
Yeah, I just it would have poisoned her if she didn't anyway.
Yeah.
With potent sepsis, my
Brown
scimitar of Galgenbeck.
Yes.
That I found in a military shit ditch, by the way.
Nice. Great.
It was D6 damage, you know.
Yeah. No. You want to see what the damage would have been?
Sure.
See if she would have lived.
God,
2.
I hope not.
She would have had 1, and then you would have waited another 6 seconds to attack her again.
And then I would have stepped on her face, probably. Done something awful.
A quiet grows over what was the scuffle at this derelict trading post / meat stand.
Wait a minute. I just realized I ate some of the meat that was here.
Actually, yeah, roll toughness check for me with that really quick.
I literally forgot I did that.
I forgot I wanted to resolve this.
I think
4?
you ate people.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, most certainly you ate some folks. That's exactly what happened.
Here's the thing. What you notice is that you feel vitality from eating this.
Oh.
Like, as if you were down some hit points, you would have maybe healed.
Well.
Maybe I should have a swig.
Yeah. I mean, after kind of like sitting there and like feeling like, wait, hang on.
But you failed your toughness test.
Oh, no.
And you now have a -1 to your toughness modifier.
Oh, fuck.
So what's your
For
modifier?
how long? Forever?
We'll see how long your life is.
Wow.
Question. Oh,
Yeah,
go
but
ahead.
it's
Sorry.
a -1 now.
Cool. So now all your future toughness rolls will be at a -1. But
fuck?
you feel energy. You feel like the meat gave you energy, health, potentially vitality.
Can I do a presence check to see if there's anything that can fucking help me out?
Yeah. What you talking about healing you?
Yeah, healing me if there's anything in this store that's that could help.
I also have a water skin and 4 days worth of food. Putting that out there. Not sure.
I also
Sure.
have that.
Okay.
So that's those kind of things will be useful when you guys rest. But eating food just straight up like normally doesn't give you just like healing on the fly.
Got it.
But yes, please. Actually, all of you roll a presence. I want to resolve the aftermath of this scene.
6.
19.
5.
5. You're like really rolling in character. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
19. What
incredible.
was yours?
6.
6. Okay.
I'm still considering taking another bite of this human meat.
So Sid silently finishes off Ivan, who was not so silent, and is now like kind of cruising around the aftermath, like all this stuff that's scattered on the ground in the dirt after Rufus broke the leg of the table. And as you're looking, I know you guys found the name tag for Spiegel, but you're actually starting to see more memorabilia or items or clothing or things, trinkets that used to belong to your comrades. It's almost as if like they're only selling things from your people that you knew. In addition to that, there is a pretty substantial like meat rack with different cuts of meat hanging. It's like very either smoked or cured by salt in some kind of way. All the way on this rack, there's a lot there. And it is available to you to take as there is no one to stop you at this point. And the mystery box is laying on the ground too still.
Yeah, that's what I
definitely
wanted
gonna
to do.
that.
Yeah. Well, I know I got a 5, but is there any chance that he can recognize that if there's animal meat on this rack, as you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because again, he's like feeling great. He doesn't. I don't think he knows the toughness thing. Like that seems weird that he would know that.
Yeah.
So I think because he feels good after eating it, he is staring at this wall of meat, just kind of like
Like comically large wall of meat.
Just be careful.
It's really indiscriminate. It could be a mix of human.
So there's not one that's just in the
animals.
perfect shape of a cartoon steak or anything.
Like hanging on a hook, glistening in the not sun.
Or just a man hand.
Well,
No, nothing like that.
Harland and Korgoth are going to take a minute to decide if he wants to have another go while you guys do your thing. Then
It's mostly very thin and looks like different shapes of jerky. Basically, is what the
I did say I didn't like jerky. That's
meat looks
canon
like.
now.
Yeah, so that's what you mostly see. Smoked stuff like that.
I want to check out the mystery box.
Yep.
Okay. It has a odd black sheet over the top, and you feel this odd desire to stick your hand in and pull an item out.
Yeah, I want to do that.
You do it. Roll a d100, please.
Here,
I've got one. Okay. That's a 50.
Ooh, straight down.
wait, no,
the
you gotta
middle.
roll. You gotta roll another one with it.
Oh.
You gotta roll a d10 with your percentile dice.
Oh, okay.
So it's
54.
What kind of fucking
Tyler,
carnival game is this?
You put your hand in this kind of small box, and as you pull out your hand out, as you've grabbed something, it feels actually rather heavy. You pull out some chainmail that still has a torso in it.
Whoa! How big was this box?
That's what I'm
Wow.
saying. It looks like it's actually storing stuff beyond its actual limitations.
All right.
That's great.
Well, maybe I'll give this. Maybe give this
Is
a
chainmail
this a go.
an upgrade potentially?
Yeah, so I mean, I have leather armor, which is a tier 1.
Yeah, so this would give you tier 2, so it'd make you harder to dodge attacks, but it would make you reduce more damage.
Yeah, I think I will put it on.
Okay, so as you're
You
getting,
remove the torso first.
Yes.
hey, that's me.
Yeah, I remove the. This isn't going on. I remove the torso and I wear it.
Are you putting that over your leather armor?
Yeah.
That's not going to have any stacking effects. But
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, I'm just not gonna change.
Just
I
for
was
the
in the
aesthetic.
middle of this tent.
Could I have that?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'd for sure give it to
Absolutely.
to
Sick.
Sid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, playing a little dress up.
Yeah.
all right, so Sid is going to go into the mystery box.
Yes.
Hit me with it.
49.
49.
So funny hearing high numbers like that on dice. You just never hear it. It's like the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit.
So, you pull out a sack that is full of body parts.
Fuck.
You look in and it's like some flies come out. It's like rotting, like hands and feet, kind of like the things you suggested, like might be hanging on the meat rack itself. but-
Well, if the flies come out, I do understand insects and worms.
Sick.
So, do they have any stories to tell me?
They sure do.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Wow, so nice to be out here in the free air. Who are you, fair traveler?
Well, I'm Sid the Sixth.
And they're just flying around your head now.
And I think when
these guys have no idea what's
Yeah.
happening, and so I just start talking to them.
I'm like, yeah, I know. You said the sick.
Who are your friends?
This skinny fuck is Talon, and the hunk over there is Korgoth.
All right. I usually only talk to Sid, but Korgoth, what the fuck's going on with
You guys,
Sid?
you guys keep saying Korgoth.
That's his name now.
I'll be dead soon anyway. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the flies. Everybody, shut up.
Flies. I try and grab some.
Thank you for freeing us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, welcome.
I was getting tired of eating that guy.
All right. Well, who are these people? What is this? What are we walking into here? Do you have anything to tell me?
These were mostly the body parts of a warrior named Leonard.
All right. any other parts mixed in there? Anybody else?
There's a guy that I don't remember his name because I can't think of anything on the fly.
Nice.
Unintended.
But yeah, so after a while, they kind of spin around. Is there any questions specifically you want to ask them?
Mostly if they're related to our party.
No, I don't think. I think this is just potentially they were keeping this particular bag of meat not on ice, but kind of hidden away for maybe they feed that to the dog.
Got it. Okay.
But this wasn't nothing notable here regarding
All
that.
right. Well, carry on, friends. We'll see you some other time.
We'll see you later. And they kind of fly out. I imagine there's like 30 of them in like a swarm.
Yeah.
And they
Just in your face.
maybe we'll run into them later.
Bye.
I think Korgoth grabs the most delectable piece of meat that he can off the wall and shoves it again somewhere. And then
How many pieces are you grabbing, just so we have a reference for later?
he'll grab 3.
Okay.
I think in case. Because I think Harland has an idea of the mechanics of how this meat works.
Yeah.
Korgoth doesn't. But he figures if anybody wants it, he's got 3 for all of us. And I also want to... At this point, I see kind of put together what's going on, and I do want to reach into the mystery box
Sure,
as well.
absolutely.
Looking for food.
Might find some.
Or rocks.
Go ahead, D100.
Yeah, D100.
35.
Interesting. Oh. You find a leather vest with rivets.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's in pretty damn good condition.
Oh my god, dude, are you about to be rocking a leather vest? Korgoth.
Like a punk vest.
Well,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
technically, like
like
he,
studs.
like a biker vest.
Just say yes.
yeah, he puts it on for sure. He puts it on, but it's like it's probably does it have damage
think it's too
resistance
small.
or
I
armor?
think it's purely cosmetic.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then yes, he puts on the fucking leather vest.
Does it fit?
I think it fits
Barely.
in a very comical way.
Sure.
Where, look, thank God it was sleeveless.
Yeah.
Let's say it has the little leather ties on the side, so
Yes,
you're able
I
to
was-
loosen it, put your big meaty arms through it, then we retie it, so you're just like.
I was
snug in
literally gonna say it has tassels.
Yeah, it has
for sure. It
tassels.
has tassels on the side to be laced up.
there. Cool.
Because I don't.
I love it.
My armor that the character has is like it probably wouldn't be any better than what I already have. So
Yeah.
if it's cosmetic, I love that even more.
I think for you, your armor too, since you're basically not wearing anything, is like you're constantly
my
blocking
tough
things
skin.
with your skull, like on your crotch,
Sure.
like leaning into every attack.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so boys, you guys are in this like wasted fucking shack now.
Yeah.
The smoke is ever persistently pouring out of this hole that is just 10 feet behind the shack. What do you guys do right now? You guys have got some new fucking loot and stuff. Got some meat.
I think there's a bunch of like the bits and bobbins and things around.
Also, there's Hilda's body and Ivan's body on the ground. If you guys want to check
I
those
think
out.
since I killed Hilda, I would probably look through her
Definitely,
her
you
person to see if there was anything on her.
Sure.
Should I give you a roll or anything?
No,
or?
no. I mean, you're
Okay.
just looking through her stuff. You find a packet of salt.
Okay.
Which, as she said, was actually very valuable to her.
Okay.
She had salt on her, and she also had a crossbow. She has 5 bolts left. The crossbow is to use that weapon is a presence check,
Yeah, I can't do anything with this. Anybody want to?
but it does D8 damage.
Who wants this
Do you have
crossbow?
do you have a positive presence modifier?
Yes, +2.
I think Sid should take it.
Okay.
Great.
Got a crossbow.
And Sid, you're still pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we get him healed a bit?
Yeah.
Talon really doesn't want him to die. So, Korgoth, how are you feeling after you ate that meat?
Oh, I felt rejuvenated. I'm struggling with the fact that it was people, though.
Well, it was chicken. All right, Sid.
The thing is that I have, as we discussed on the road, I have eaten toe before. I'm totally fine with it.
Toe.
People, whatever. I will have a snack.
Chicken bite, baby.
All right, let's see if
I mean, there's
we can-
pretty much at this point, I'm going to say there's
An infinite? Was that what you were gonna say?
I was going to say unlimited, but I'm going to say there's like 15 pieces of meat hanging on this rack right now. So,
Oh, okay.
Why don't we all just take 5?
Sure. What do you guys want to do? Are you going to eat some of this right now?
Yes.
Okay. So you bite into like a pretty stiff and overly dried
Haunch.
piece of meat, but immediately you do feel that Korgoth was correct. You do feel like a surge of life, and you actually kind of think it tastes pretty good. Roll a d4.
This is what I'm nervous about.
Yeah. That's a 2.
Okay, you heal 2 hit points from this bite. Now, John, roll me a toughness check to see if you stomach the meat.
That's a 15.
You do.
Of course he does. The dude is riddled with the plague.
Yeah.
So yeah, John, you are able to just benefit from the healing properties of this meat without doesn't turn your stomach.
Great.
What's your you feeling good on HP? Do you want to take another bite? Roll the dice a bit.
I don't want any more of this meat.
You don't want any more?
No, because it's going to fuck my toughness up if I eat again, potentially.
What is your toughness modifier right now?
Oh, yeah, I have a +2 toughness. So I'm going to
dude.
eat another bite.
Fucking A, dude. Get in there.
Okay. I didn't have any
Roll a
modifier.
d4 to heal first.
And then I have a,
That's a 3.
Okay. John's healed up 5 points total. Now let's see if he's down to toughness.
That's a 6 plus
Yeah.
2.
2.
You have -1 to your, so only +1 to your toughness rolls now.
I have a question.
Wait, he rolled a 6.
That didn't beat the DR.
Yeah, the DR.
Oh, what's the DR?
Well, I'm gonna leave that.
Oh,
for you.
got it. Okay, sorry.
But
I
I'm back
misunderstood.
up to 5 HP, so.
Thank God.
Cool.
I have a question for the GM.
Yeah.
This is an aside. My tough.
It's too big. It's much too big.
John has just shown us his preliminary art of Korgoth.
Yeah.
The longhorns are long, folks.
I
got a
said
little
I said it was a
tassel vest
shrew. Damn it.
It's got a little tassel vest on
That's
it.
how small you actually are.
Yeah.
God. Oh,
That's a horned shrew.
It's tiny.
okay. It's a mutant shrew. Okay, I like that lore.
Sorry, Tyler, what's going on?
I have a -2 to toughness.
Yep.
If I ate this,
Yep.
would my toughness go to a -1?
No.
Okay, it would go to -3.
It would only go down. It would cap out at -4.
All right, cool. Well, that's a good thing because I don't want to eat this fucking shit anyways. Yeah, but I do take some, and
Cool.
I'm holding on to it because I do understand its properties.
You thought it tasted pretty damn good too, John.
Yeah.
Your dude was like, "Wow, I don't. This. You know what? Here's the thing. That may not have been human.
Could have been true.
Could have been true. Could have been a land shrew.
Got a
Did it taste
real
like-
land shrew problem in these hills.
Did it taste like toe?
No, it is much better than toe. I have had. I'm not gonna lie, multiple toes.
A whole
This
foot.
was better. This was better.
I think.
Oh yeah, what's with the hole? The hole with
Yeah,
the smoke.
I was gonna say. I think Talon wants to go check that out.
Okay. So the hole itself, let me give some general information that you can ascertain just from being near it. And it's kind of loud too. Like this smoke is it's like a hum of like that, like a shitload of
billowing.
Yeah, billowing
Yeah.
smoke coming out. The hole itself is about 40 feet wide, like across.
Jesus.
With a consistent plume of horrible black smoke rising from it. There's a swiveling metal arm that's been installed like in some weird like scrap metal contraption that swings out over the smoke. That seems to be where Hilda and Ivan were like hanging their meat on and putting it out over. And,
Oh, okay. They were smoking their meat in the hell mouth.
yeah.
Okay.
The gaping maw of hell.
my god. I mean, what else do you do with a hell mouth that's billowing smoke? Smoke meats.
So yeah, I mean you can get close to it, but there's actually like a decent amount of heat coming off
Right.
of it. It's no wonder Hilda's skin was so dried and cracked. Oh, if you guys look through Ivan's body, he had that hammer. That's basically it. Nothing else other than the hammer.
I don't want that fucker.
the coffin hammer.
I kind of like the coffin.
Yeah,
hammer,
I was gonna
man.
say I kind of like that too.
You
but
can have it. I have
no,
a
you
giant
have it.
brown scimitar. It's fine.
And you've got a crossbow, right?
I've got a crossbow and a crowbar and a sling.
Great. Yeah, I'll take the hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
Pretty
it's a
loaded.
little D4 little hammer.
Perfect.
Usually,
I'm running out of crevasses in my body to store
Yeah.
things.
Oh, I do also have a small wagon.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wait, you don't have a big wagon? That
It's a
fat
small.
ass?
It's a red.
I gotta say,
Yeah, a
Red
radio
flyer.
radio flyer.
Yeah.
great. Okay.
I gotta say, I think we're gonna have to leave the wagon out.
That's fine.
Because I'm like, we didn't have it. I think it would have altered some things earlier.
I'm gonna
You
go
guys
ahead
could have
and-
taken a bigger haul from the thing.
Can he get some
you don't have
silver
a
for it
wagon.
instead?
Nah, let's leave the wagon. No, he doesn't have the wagon.
He doesn't need
It's
that.
done.
I'm trying to barter.
It's also fine. You're not going to need it right now, anyways.
Yeah, where we're going.
Before we investigate, can I dive into the mystery box again? Are we out of mystery box? Because I'm not super satisfied with my bag of body parts.
Well, also, I don't have anything from the mystery box because I gave it to you.
No, I thought you gave me your leather.
You kept the chainmail.
Yeah, you kept the chainmail.
Wow.
I have leather.
Oh no,
He
I
came-
gave you the chainmail.
Well, don't give him the chainmail because he can't cast. So here's the thing: you can only
Okay.
cast spells in light armor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, you have the. Okay, cool. So I'm wearing the. Heavy
Yeah,
armor.
I got
You're-
hand-me-downs.
Yeah, you got the hand-me-down. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay.
Sorry, I just metagamed hard. I wish I would have been like, too bad you put that chainmail on, bro. You can't cast hover. But even still, you
In my mind, I didn't. So
Yep.
there was a miscommunication.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. We'll just cut this out.
Well, if it's not clear earlier, then yeah. I'm cutting
Listen,
it out.
guys, I got a vest that
Edit,
doesn't
edit.
do shit but make me look cool.
You gotta
So
you can
You're
find
pretty
ways
vain.
to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
body parts.
throw them in the smoke. See what happens.
I'll just keep encouraging you to look in places, and maybe there'll be more tables to roll on.
Great.
put it
That,
that way.
sounds good.
It's not our last mystery box. Thanks,
That-
J.J. Abrams.
That table, I think we're done rolling on though. There are other tables to roll on.
Great.
So yeah, you guys are kind of circumventing this thing, scoping it out. Do you have,
I'm thinking maybe Sid.
yeah.
Are you willing to hover over this hell and take a look down and see if you see
I mean,
anything?
it is. The smoke is. I have to just be honest with you. Is black.
Yeah, I don't know if
So-
I'm gonna learn too much about hover over that
right.
shit.
Get your meat primed.
Yeah, I might become jerky.
I this is just a thing that I thought Korgoth might do. While they're kind of looking at this, I have walked back to the camp and I've picked up the body of Ivan. And I think while they're kind of deciding, what do we do about this
You
giant
huck
helm?
Ivan in?
I throw Ivan into the smoke just to see, just as a test.
so
sick.
remember, you're picking him up. You came over his shoulder. How are you doing it?
I just grab him by one ankle.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was picturing.
So
Drag
as,
him.
as you're dragging him, like remember his head is collapsed. Like things are. You're leaving a pretty ghastly trail as you're in the mud, and it's like immediately being absorbed by like the dirt, not mud, sorry, like the dry, like
Yeah.
cracked earth is like just kind of
A
absorbing
giant
this
red
moisture.
streak.
Yeah.
It's like we'll take any moisture, even if it's brain juices. So the earth is being revitalized as you drag.
New life grows.
flourishing,
Korgoth doesn't get it.
and you just kind of like toss him in without a word.
Oh yeah, like so disrespectfully too.
Roll a presence check.
I love thinking about like Talon and Sid like trying to like
Be pragmatic.
negotiate and like
Logistic.
figure out exactly what we're gonna do and just fucking
It's a wonderful visual.
It's a 13.
Great.
Presence.
You throw the body in, and like the smoke kind of makes a little buffeting sound. Mm-hmm. And you don't hear anything else after. Like, you don't hear, like,
Him hit the floor or anything.
or the other side. Like, you just, nothing. Which could imply some depth.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
As you guys are kind of walking around, one of you, I'm going to say Talon, you don't stumble, but you kind of you feel like you find like a metal chain, like you kind of kick a metal chain, a heavy metal chain that's been covered by the wind blowing dirt, like about 10 feet away from the hole.
Okay.
What do you do with this information?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have no problem sharing it. Oi, fellas, I found a chain.
I pick it up.
It's actually pretty hefty chain. So you do pick it up. I know you're +0 strength, but you're strong. As you pick it up, like you feel like you see like the dust kind of like drop off of it, and you see
Yeah.
it's leading to a spot where it's anchored.
I think I felt like as he's doing that, it all feels, I think, pretty natural. Like I think
Yeah.
as he's pulling it up, I'm following the sort of trail it's making in the under
Sure.
dirt.
Yeah, I think I'm just like yanking it and every step sort of pulling.
Sure. It gets taut at a certain point because it is anchored, and you see that it is attached to like an eye hook thing on top of looks like it's a giant eye hook that's screwed into like a series of wooden planks that are connected.
And is this by where the crane is?
This is about 30 feet now to the away from the pit,
Okay.
And
the smoke pit.
Do we know where the other end of the chain goes?
yeah, I was gonna say, does that go
just-
into the hole?
It's like kind of just like ends. It doesn't like
Oh,
it
okay.
doesn't like it's not the other end that where you started pulling from is
Got it.
not attached to anything. It's just laying there. And it's only about 15 feet worth of chain.
Okay.
But what you see is that it's attached to like a wooden thing. And as you kind of get there, you kind of like start like brushing it off, and it looks like a wooden like square that's about, I don't know, 10 by 10. It's
Is it like a trapdoor?
yeah. So if you were
I'll
to-
roll a presence check on
yeah,
it.
roll, yeah. Thank you.
Fuck. 7.
Yeah, I mean, your best guess is that it is some sort of like entrance or door, maybe, or like maybe there's like a pit underneath it that it's covering.
I think I go.
You don't know.
I go, Korgoth, smash.
Well, I was gonna say, is it too heavy? Can I lift this
Give me a strength check,
plank
baby.
up? Because I have an idea. Well, fuck, Korgoth doesn't.
Yeah.
I do. What did you say? Toughness?
No, strength,
just
strength.
12.
You got it.
Oh, okay. I lift it open.
You're able to lift on the chain, and you see that the edge of the wood lifts out of the dirt, and you actually get like a little breeze of air that comes up from it being like unsealed almost.
I'll roll a strength check to see if I can like get under there and help kind of lift it up.
Sure. Do that.
Guess
So I actually just realized I have a +2 to strength.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Cool. Yeah, you guys are all like helping get this thing up.
Natural 20.
17.
Wow.
See, Harland would have been like, why don't we take this other end of the chain, put it on the crane, and then have the crane whip it around?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of mechanics, though.
Korgoth, again.
We got a big dumb idiot that's just real strong.
Yeah, I know.
So you guys are able to lift this thing, and I imagine like a camera shot from like below as like the light starts to
A Quentin
crack in.
Tarantino trunk shot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. And it's the three of you silhouetted by like this gray fucking sky, looking down. And what you see is an odd kind of thing where there's like a wooden kind of structure supporting this and making this possible, where you're looking at like what is like a ramp essentially going down into the dark. And like that, it's odd because it's like, how is the earth above staying above? But like you're looking at like an actual like incline down into this hole, I guess. It's a covered hole.
Does,
We can't see it. It's not like it's emitting smoke or anything like that. Or
No, but what you do kind of smell is like an odd.
I was going to ask what it smells like. Does it
actually-
smell like food?
Is it sulfuric?
It smells like rot, actually, a little bit.
Boy, Korgoth smells bad. Can you go in there? Check it out.
Oh, he's already 10 feet in front
Yeah,
of you.
I figured.
100%.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are walking down this ramp.
Yeah.
It starts out as wood, but it eventually meets like hard packed soil. And it is dark down here, boys. It is dark.
do we have any source of light on us? Does anyone have anything like
No.
I don't. I as we're walking down and we start to see how dark it is down here, I'm like, again, guys, I fucking hate Spiegel. And honestly, if it was dark and we needed light, he would do that whole thing where he can't. You know what? Never mind. Let's just keep going.
that? Is there any flames emitting from the hell mouth?
No flames that you can
Just
tell. It's
smoke.
just smoke.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys.
How
I was gonna say we just venture into the pit, boys.
into the pit or into this incline?
Well, yeah.
The incline.
Okay.
Just fucking Geronimo into the hell mouth.
I mean, if anyone's gonna do that, it would be Korgoth.
It would be me.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be careful what you say around me.
If all your friends jumped off a bridge, yes.
Yes.
Oh man.
So how wide
ahead.
is this like hallway that we're walking down?
So, what you notice is that it's quite. It's only like 5 or 6 feet wide, but it's about 12 feet tall.
Okay, so I can walk down and keep both hands on.
Yeah, which is like the last thing you see as the light kind of pours in. Like you can kind of see like maybe 20, 30 feet in front of you. It's still just like the wood planks end, and then you can kind of see like just like this hard packed dirt trail that goes into the dark. And then the walls are unfinished. It's just like dirt walls basically.
Feels like a mine shaft or something.
Yeah, Korgoth is definitely just keeping one hand on the. He's in the front
and like walking forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys
not a care in the world.
Let's let him lead us. Let's just let him explore a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
100%.
So you guys are...
I think if anything, like maybe we're in a line and I've got one hand on Korgoth and Sid's got one hand on me.
I'm imagining like those like shots that they do of like Fellowship of the Ring with the Fellowship and like silhouettes, except it's like really creepy dungeon crawl from the side, and you guys are like Scooby-Dooing down.
Two tiny little thin fuckers, and then
like massive hand. Yeah,
a monster.
So you guys are cruising down. It's kind of wild too, because the wind that was so prevalent and you've been experiencing for your days up in the valley, like as you guys walk like a mere 15, 20, 30, 35 feet, you immediately start to hear like silence for the first time in like days. You've gotten so used to the wind sound that you have forgotten what it's like to not have your ears constantly like battered by the sound of like whistling wind.
This when we hear some daddies screaming.
And then you start
wailing.
Hearing people go, "Ow!" from the depths of the pit.
What kind of pit is this, man?
Like a fucking fetish porn, like
Eyes wide shut,
factory.
sex party.
Just hear off in the distance.
Korgoth just fucking sprints.
The sound of the bass increases as you approach the door. Someone in a leather jacket outside says,
Oh God, I'm dressed perfectly for this.
Korgoth is the bouncer to this fucking club.
"Leather daddy."
Yeah.
No. Okay, so yeah, you guys are
None
cruising
of
down.
that happens.
No, guys, back to serious.
It's
scene
quiet
setting.
and spooky.
It's but the thing is, you're noticing the air is like it's like arid and dry, but it's also dead quiet, and you almost like appreciate it. But
This might be good for your plague cough.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna that'll help. But Korgoth, eventually, you kind of as you're walking, you're the first to notice that your right hand is no longer like it opens up on the right, like you are no longer tracing something with your right, and if you walk another 5 feet, you'll hit you'll be able to feel like a junction. It feels like a turn on the path.
Yeah, I go. Well, I don't see what the problem is.
The immediate thing you do notice though is about 50 feet in front of you, there is a doorway that is illuminated by flickering light at the end of that.
I think at this point he gets a little not concerned, but like guarded, and I pull out my scimitar, and I'm just,
Yeah. I pull. I mean, I think I'm always walking with that femur staff a bit, but I pull out the hammer.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear a shing in the dark.
I can't put the hook down. So.
He's always armed.
Are any of you like survivalists or like nature people or trackers?
I think that my character would make the most sense because I'm a skinwalker and we'll call it animal instincts.
Sure. Give me a presence check.
Before the work camp, Sid lived in a cave.
Yeah.
So
16.
Great. You like basically just because you've got a good sense of up and down and distances traveled, everything. You kind of guess that you've descended about 50 to 75 feet down a slope, and now you're looking downwards again at potentially another 50 to 75 foot like decrease in elevation. So you're able to determine that you're actually dropping fairly low below ground right now as you're continuing on.
And where is this light source coming from? Then is it going to be above us if we're going down?
So you're going down and you're looking at what looks to be like a 12-foot tall like door that is once again very thin but very tall.
Got
and
it.
It's there's light like flickering from it, like you can see the outline of the door because of like the flickering light from
a hell door. Cool.
another hell door. Yeah.
Great.
man, there's so many hell openings here.
Korgoth.
Yeah.
It's a door.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Before anybody goes smashing. Jesus Christ. Can we just take a minute and assess? And do we knock? I mean,
Oh no, it's open. There's no door. There's no door. It's it's
I
a
thought it was-
doorway.
I thought it was closed.
it was a closed
too.
door.
That's okay.
There's a doorway.
Got it.
all right, by all means, go ahead, big fella.
Smash it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't see a reason to just not continue moving forward.
Korgoth would definitely go in first.
Great. You guys cruise down, and as you get close to the doorway, you actually notice that it's like made of like stone. It is like intentionally placed. These like stones that form this arch that it's like almost seems like load bearing, like it's supporting the weight of the earth above. But as you enter the room, you immediately notice that there's a large statue hanging from the ceiling from various old and frayed ropes, kind of like diagonally, like it's like
being pulled back.
it's suspended, like its feet are the closest thing to the ground, but it's like its shoulders been raised up a little bit, so it's like
It's
looking
like
down at you.
at a 90
That's
degree
fucking
angle.
spooky.
Yeah,
Sure.
terrifying.
So the statue itself depicts a smiling but horribly gaunt man with an exposed rib cage. It has green like very large green gemstones for eyes that are like catching the flickering light in the room, which we'll get to in a minute, where that source is coming from. But like, so it's like this like smiling guy who looks like his ribs are very exposed and like go inward. He looks horrible and like almost like a weird, almost as if it was living at one point, but is now stone. That's how either good the craftsmanship is or how horrible a fate someone met.
Hey, Korgoth, check it out. It's Talon.
You're tiny.
There's two torches on either side of this chamber. This chamber is about 50 feet deep and about 30 feet wide. So one torch on each wall, about 15 feet down. The other side's why it's not super bright. It's kind of dim in there.
Does the statue look at all like the painting I found?
It does not.
Okay.
Does not, but good question. Adorning the walls here, not adorning, lining the walls, are several like wooden tables, it looks like. Kind of like in a row. Almost looks like if you're like in a hospital wing, it's a bunch of beds.
Oh, God. Oh,
Except
I
it's,
see.
it's tables, but just like evenly spaced down the way. There's a curtain on the back wall obscuring something, and the roof itself looks like it's seen better days. There are cracks, there are holes.
Is there anything shiny in this room?
The eyes of the statue. Oh, and I should say the ropes that are holding are old and frayed, but they go up into. You can kind of see it. The roof is kind of lit, but there are attached to something up there, and you can see that they're coming down, and they're tied up to like pulleys that are like on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm transfixed by the shiny. I'm like a cat, you know, or a child, just like, oh, another beautiful piece of art.
Yeah, and he obviously has no taste for art.
I don't understand this guy.
Wow.
Can I do a presence check just like on the room in general? I think.
I want to see some presence checks for sure.
Yeah, cool. I definitely think that like I'm taken aback by the statue and the joke at my expense. But yeah, I think I just walk throughout the room and I want to just check stuff out.
Sure.
Yeah, I got a
wow.
19 presence check.
Great.
A 10 for
17.
me.
Okay.
So, as I'm staring into these eyes,
Yeah.
Maybe the eyes are staring back.
I'm about to go on a fucking vision quest, guys.
Sid, what you notice in addition to these tables is there's broken, like on the left wall, it like breaks a little bit, and you spot some empty cages. There's nothing in the cages. The doors are kind of flung open. But as you keep going, are you moving towards the back of the room, or are you staying in front of the room? Like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm cruising. I see the pulleys, and that's obviously going to be a move at some point to lower that sculpture down. But yeah, just checking.
When you reach the back of the room, in the back, it looks like on either side there's wooden tables that don't have the. I guess I should tell you what's in the other tables. But what you do notice, the ones that you've been walking by all have lips, and almost looks like they're like almost like sandboxes, but they're filled with salt. And then at the end is a table that has leather straps all over it, which looks like, and it has like blood stains kind of in the wood.
A dissection table,
potentially.
Okay.
So you're at the back of the room now. You've walked by tables, like beds of salt, essentially, and you've now seen a table with leather straps and blood stains.
Well, I feel like we've discovered the jerky factory.
Is Spiegel jerky?
No,
Is there
no
he's
idea.
not. All
Well,
right.
I mean, possibly, but he
Still
was
looking for
always
Spiegel.
kind of a shitbag. But
He just is like so annoying.
it should be jerky. But I feel we've definitely discovered this is where all of the meats have been cured.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
That
is
makes sense.
salt. Dude, yeah.
All right. Well, how about we lower this?
Yeah, I'm gonna want to get those eyes.
Before we do that, I want to resolve Harland's 17, which was quite good for Korgoth.
Listen, he's a connoisseur of art, man.
Clearly,
So
he's got to put his mouth on it.
Ow, ow.
you two notice the you as well notice
Bono's there?
You're walking. I'm going to say you two's there. You see Bono. But you're walking down the opposite side. I was thinking Sid was walking down the left side of the room and you're walking on the right side of the room.
I'm standing directly under this thing.
Oh, you're
staring
okay,
at
so
the-
your check is aimed at that thing.
Yes.
Okay.
At those eyes.
So, you notice the eyes. Looks good.
Great. You were gonna get some more information.
No, man. No metagaming here. I'm
Yep,
looking
that's
directly at this fucking. I understand that it's the pulley system, right?
Sure.
And then
Yeah,
it can
yeah.
be lowered.
Yeah.
All right. I think with that, I go over and I take my scimitar and I slash one of the ropes.
Right.
Okay, so it immediately like buckles and is now like
Yeah.
swaying. And
Come here.
the old
I need to
frayed-
get those eyes.
the old frayed ropes that are holding the other side of it give way because it was not expecting to have this.
Sure.
Roll an agility check for me
Cool.
so you don't get fucking smashed by this
You're
fucking
gonna crush you big dumb
DR
idiot.
plus 4 agility.
yeah, so that's going to be 16 you have to beat with your agility test.
Oh, that doesn't do it. That's a 13.
Are you just gonna get crushed to death by this heart?
It's so beautiful. Oh yeah.
Oh no!
I have been prepared to die from the moment I sat down, and this, if I die, is the most beautiful way
Yeah.
for this big dumb idiot to go.
Yep.
I like legitimately didn't even write down what damage dice were going to be for this if this happened.
It's a D100.
I mean, this is a big ass statue.
Yeah.
It's like an 8 foot tall statue. I got to give it to you rough here, man.
That's fine.
I'm going to roll a
That's
fucking...
why we made backup characters.
I think it has to be...
I have no attachment to this character whatsoever.
Like, it's just like, I don't even want to roll dice. I think you just die.
I die. Yeah, I just die.
I'm not even
just
kidding,
kill
man.
me,
Like,
dude.
I'm like, I don't want to roll 4d6 and have it do 4 damage
Yeah,
because I rolled
his-
4 once. That
his-
doesn't make any sense.
His last words are, "Oh yeah!"
The statue that you just walk over, cut this rope, and like look at it, and it fucking falls on you.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking mess, man.
the vest is destroyed.
I just imagine like all of your the vest is destroyed. No, the vest. I just
That's
imagine
the only thing I care about in this moment.
the statue actually fell in a way that your last thing you see is you're looking right directly into the green gemstones,
yeah.
and you're like, you got to see him up close.
Yes.
Now his eyes are the gemstones.
Listen, Korgoth was a simple man.
Oh my god.
And yet he died admiring art.
Again, what a beautiful way to go.
Honestly, very complex.
All right, so I can close this character sheet out now.
So I think,
Sid,
yeah.
Sid and Talon are just like, oh my god!
No, I literally think I turned to you and I kind of like my shoulders shrug because I'm startled by this massive statue falling, and I just look over and I look at Sid and I'm like, Korgoth's dead. No, sorry. Korgoth's dead.
Korgoth lived. He died the way he lived. Quickly.
Stupid.
Quickly.